Okay, well, Alaska Fred here, and I kind of got hornswoggled into someone else doing work that I was planning on doing and filming. So, this is what's going on. We're having Frito pie. I mentioned this in the last one, which requires hamburger. And, yeah, let's see. I'm going to pause it. Okay, here we go again. Now, the ingredients needed for Frito pie, and like I said to you the other night, Frito pie is set up just like gumbo. You have a base to start out with, and you can make it your own from there. The base ingredients for Frito pie is, actually ground beef is not one of them. It's not one of the base ingredients. Base ingredients for Frito pie is cheese, chili, your choice of chili. I prefer Nally's. Use about 2 to 3 of these here per. Sour cream, your choice. And black olives. Those right there are the base deals. Oh yeah, almost forgot. You can't make Frito pie without Fritos. Simple. And then you have your slave labor. One of them sitting over there on the couch. She doesn't realize it yet. And the other one's right here. So you got your
ex-wife who convinced
yeah, you got the slave labor to grade the cheese. So I'm gonna let you go for now, and I'll kick back on in just a second. And then, of course, we got to have a puppy dog in here going, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" That's exactly what the puppy dog is. What? She's not doing nothing wrong.
No.
She just... Put her on film.
What was on the floor, though?
I don't know.
That she was looking at.
What, a chunk of meat?
Yep.
Oh.
You're not allowed to have that part.
And, of course, you got to have your son sitting there playing a video game. See? That's what he's got to be doing while you're cooking.
Yep.
And your daughter's over there being slave labor, trying to eat all the cheese before it gets grated.
Hey, no, get out of the cheese.
Exactly.
And the other slave labor's not doing anything.
Who's he talking to?
YouTube.
YouTube.
You're on YouTube. And actually, I'm watching Divergent. Now
Yeah.
we're watching Insert.
You also got to get a Pyrex pan. Your standard large Pyrex pan is a good size to start with. If you don't have multiple Pyrex pans, because I make 2 patches, a regular baking cake baking sheet will work, and why not? Normally I coat my pans with cooking oil,
We're not sisters.
but you know that's just to keep stuff from sticking to the bottom. But
Don't
you know, being at my ex-wife's house, they use coconut oil, so I'm gonna give it a whirl of coconut oil. I think the last time I made it here, I had coconut oil. It's all good. But the longest what takes the longest on making this dish is the initial prepping of it. It's real quick, real simple. But okay, back with you in a sec. Okay, now, normally, instead of getting these small containers here that say they're 14 ounces, I normally get one big one it's 32 ounces. So what I did was I put them in a container to heat up. Gonna sit here and just run 2 instead of the 3 cans that I got, and then I'm gonna add half of that hamburger to it and whatnot. And if it doesn't look right, I'll add 1 more can of that. Also, you all whether you use the thick chili or standard everyday chili, it's advisable to put a little bit more water in. I actually used a full can of one of those for water. And what I normally do is I'll bring this up to a boil, or pretty close to a boil. Of course. Of course. Turn it on and turn the wrong one on. Warm, low, hot, medium. Where it's high? There's high. All right.
Using someone else's stove.
Yeah. Using someone else's stuff, like and whatnot. You also need to preheat the oven to 350 degrees, which it will be on in a second. Let's see. Do we put it on
Bake.
and we put it on bake. So preheat the oven, 350 degrees, 400. It's debatable however you want to do it. But this is a really quick dish once it's done. Or once you get the prep work done. And whatnot. So, I'm going to let it go for just a second. I'm good at making videos, aren't I? Alright. Yeah, and like I said, you got to grease the bottom of the pan. Usually I use regular everyday cooking oil. They use coconut oil here, which is perfectly fine. And you just kind of give it a quick coating of the Fritos right on the bottom. Normally how I do it is just kind of drop a bag in, like so. You go over and throw the bag away. Then you just kind of give it a quick swing around like so. Just kind of coating the bottom of the pan with Fritos. And I guess it helps to show what I'm doing versus just whoa.
Did you overfill the sink?
Oh, the sink was almost overfilled. Oh well. But yeah, kind of give it a quick coat, like so. And you check around, look around over here. Give it a stir. Do. Hannah, you're all right. Then bring me that plate. Bring me the other bowl. All right. Yeah, we're just about ready to rock and roll. So, all right, just go and sit right there. Fine. Okay, now I'm gonna put half of that in there because it's right about the boiling state. And one of my slave labor persons has done grating some cheese. All that cheese is going in there, in that. Oh yeah, the best part of the whole meal, the cheese. So, all right, here we go. Okay, like I said, we've got to put about half of that hamburger meat in here. As you can tell, it's in here. Now I'm going to bring this to a boil. Not really a raging boil, but once I put the hamburger in here, it cooled it down, so it's got to boil back up to where it'll be just right. This is also one of those dishes, as soon as it's cooked, it's made hot during the preparation. So when it goes in the oven, when the cheese is melted, it's done. So, all right. So we're going to pause real quick and go on again. Okay, while I'm thinking about it, forgot to say, if you make this with hamburger, you have to, the seasonings and stuff, that is all your choice. You season your hamburger to what you like. If you like your hamburger really spicy, spice it spicy. Spicy. If you like it mild with very little seasoning, go right ahead. This is one of those you make is for your own. You season it to your taste. So, oh hey, we're at a boil. Okay, shut the heat off. Give it another quick stir. Do. Fog up my camera.
Got garlic salt.
Oh yeah, well that's all part of seasoning to taste. So, and I personally don't put any spices in my chili. When I'm doing it, it comes right out of the can, goes right in there, so the only spices end up coming from the hamburger. So, that's just the way it goes. So, give me a second. Actually, here, I'll hand the phone off so it can be filmed. So, woo.
You want some extra hands?
No, I told Hannah to put it there.
Okay.
Okay.
Mom, am I supposed to do another set?
Yeah, there's another block right here. So, alright, got it?
Got it.
Okay, and this stuff here, you just kind of give it a quick, just kind of a pour in like so. Yeah, and you drop the pan in there. If you don't drop the pan in, you're doing it wrong. What? They laughing at me?
No, they're laughing at their show.
Oh, okay. Then it's just a matter of, just like the Fritos, spread the chili and hamburger out. And I'm going to need to get some more stuff out before I pull that out.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to get a couple extra things.
And pretty much just a quick coating like that. Hit the pause button.
Zoom.
And you kind of throw sour cream on there. It's like icing a cake. A hot cake. Yep, because that chili is not cold.
Got it?
No. No cooperation. No cooperation. It never cooperates. Camera's on, nothing cooperates.
Life doesn't cooperate.
Especially when the camera's on. And I just like give a quick coating. If you get chili on top of the sour cream, not a big deal. It's just a matter of kind of giving it similar to icing a cake, but nothing crazy. And you don't really want big chunks of the icing sitting, or the sour cream sitting in one place, otherwise that's what you're going to get, is mouthful of sour cream. Been there, done that. And if you don't really care a lot for sour cream, you won't care much for a big glob. But I'm a sour cream eater.
And his ex-wife is lactose intolerant, but dang, I love this.
Oh, and the other slave's done.
Another thing of cheese ready.
Thank you. There we go. See, and it does not have to be perfect. Whatnot. Looks good to me, so we'll just kind of throw that in there. Do a quick stir. I'm thinking about it because I got another something on the stove. More chili on the stove, so.
Black olives
you
next,
want 'em-
right?
It depends. Do you want them inside or outside the cheese?
Probably inside the cheese.
Okay. I do it the easy way with black olives. Just kind of
Like you're topping a cake.
throw them on the floor so Dot can get them. I guess it depends on what house you live in.
Or a cat.
Or cat. There's some houses that,
Have both. And goats.
Yep.
We have a friend who has goats.
Yeah. But, yeah, I end up just putting them in my hand and dropping them on. There's no specific way. I use 2 of these cans each. And sometimes there's more olives in some places than others. But it just happens to be. But this is not one of those mandatory
Ingredients.
ingredients.
It's not fun if we rage quit.
So,
Yeah.
okay, those are done. Now,
The suicides will continue.
we grab the cheese. And don't yell at me for not washing my hands in between using one ingredient to the other, because I don't care. It's all edible.
It's not really like it's raw meat or anything.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, really.
And cheese is just kind of layered on here.
I hope I could draw something. Not this deck.
Still got some cheese
Like I
left to
said.
work with.
This is the news from my deck. I'm practicing. I'm trying to create decks. And I
Kind of
fail
give it a
miserably with a couple things.
quick cover over. If you don't make a mess, you're doing it wrong. If you require to be totally clean for everything, like you're doing,
But knowing my luck,
it's kind of difficult.
they got a counter to it.
And this goes in until it melts.
And half a block of that Tillamook cheese that I do up goes on top of this thing. So that was a 5-pound block of cheese. So 2.5 pounds of cheese goes on top of this. If it doesn't get eaten by the slave labor.
We have a whole bunch of big mice in here.
I gotta jump over here and stir this. I'll be right back with you. Okay, looks good. Oven's hot. And it just kind of slides in. When the cheese is melted, dish is done.
What?
Okay, let's see if the cheese is melted. Ooh, it's not. It's getting there, but it's not quite yet. So we'll keep it in a little bit longer. All right. Next batch is boiling, pretty good. Here in just a minute, I'll be throwing that in. I'm not gonna film this one, but I'm just kind of giving a heads up. So, all right, I'll be back with you in a minute. And when you have some kids that are picky about their stuff, you only put black olives on half of one of them. So, just figure I'd throw that out there. All right.
Zoom.
Okay. That one's done. This one's gonna go in. Hey, this is hot. Metal pan. Metal pan, hot chili. Yeah, I better grab those. That Pyrex pan's bound to be hot. There we go. Cheese is melted. It's done. Now you let it sit for at least 5 minutes. Otherwise, that cheese will not set up, and it makes a bigger mess than normal.
Yum.
And that's what she looks like, and she's delicious. I'm not gonna bother doing a taste test on it, but it's delicious. Got your olives, cheese on top. Oh yeah, so good stuff. And so, all right, everybody, it's the last bread. I'm gonna sign out now, and in about 5 minutes, gonna have dinner. So, y'all have a good day. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. You want to subscribe? Please do. I could use some more subscribers. And like I told you before, I'll be doing some other stuff this summer when it starts to warm up. So, all right, everybody. Bye.